Good morning, everybody, and especially our Toastmasters at BVRIT Hyderabad Toastmasters Club. A very big congratulations. Seventh anniversary, and I still remember the first time when we sat with the teachers and the administration of BVRIT Hyderabad Toastmasters pitching the idea of what a Toastmasters club could be. And I'm so happy to see that you have come a long way from where you have started. So, I think first of all, congratulations for Eminence 2024. Anniversaries are special. They remind us of how we have begun, how far we have come, and what is the way forward. And I'm sure during the day you will have a plenty of time to remember all of that. But do not forget to celebrate and give all of you and give each of you and each other a pat on your back for a job very well done. To the administration, faculty of PVRIT Toastmasters Club, thank you very much. You have not only put an effort and consistent uh, support to the Toastmasters and your own students, but you have also helped the Toastmasters community around Hyderabad to grow along with you. I wish this event will be a cornerstone event for all of us in Hyderabad as the Toastmasters community. BVRIT Hyderabad Toastmasters is and will always be a very, very important member of that wonderful community. When Kasturi sir asked me to speak about leadership, I started thinking about it because leadership for me is a very simplistic term. I always looked at leadership as a way of keeping my team, my organization, my community ahead of myself. In every decision, in every action, in every planning, in every strategy, if I can keep my team, my organization, my community ahead of myself, I always believe I have made some right decisions. I always felt it personal when it comes to um, taking care of the people of my own team. But at the same time, I have invested a lot of time and energy in ensuring that they are comfortable and they are happy. So, leadership for me is in general very, very simple. It just taught me while I was in Toastmasters, and otherwise, leadership has always made me do simple things. And as much as I tried to complicate it, leadership became a burden. So, if somebody asks me to simply define leadership, is your ability to keep everybody around you before yourself. Now, when it comes to leadership, when it comes to my experience of how leadership affects or how leadership can be developed or how leadership can be made impactful to everybody around us, I want to talk about three things. The first thing is just like everything else, leadership is an ability or a skill that can be practiced. Never ever think that leadership is always in somebody by birth. I think that is a fallacy. In fact, Toastmasters tagline which says where leaders are made, in fact bursts that myth. It did not say where I'm going to train the leaders who are born. So when Toastmasters said where leaders are made, what it actually implies is that leaders can be made, leaders can be created, can be nurtured, leaders can be developed. So, for all of you who think that Oh, I'm not a natural born leader. My friend here, he or she is much. She is just natural leader, and I don't think it's my game. Toastmasters tells you that that's not always true. Well, yes, there are certain leaders who are born, but it doesn't mean that one cannot develop the ability of becoming a leader. Therefore, Toastmasters would give you an opportunity to practice those. Just like human beings, leaders are different. Although the common goals might be the same, but leaders are in general different. Each of the leaders that you see practice and hone certain skills that are effective in taking the team or the group or the organization forward. You would be able to practice those skills in Toastmasters. Just like any other skills, leadership can be practiced. So, when you sign up for a club officer role or a Toastmaster of the day in a Toastmasters meeting, or a leadership role outside your club, in a conference, in a contest, whatever it might be, what you're signing up is for an opportunity to practice those leadership skills. While you're a Toastmaster of the day, you keep the contestants and the role players ahead of yourself. You set everything up so that they can perform better. While you're the club president, you keep the club environment, or you keep everybody around you in a state, in a phase, so that they can learn well. These are all goals that needs practice, that needs thinking. Therefore, practicing leadership is one of the key things that Toastmasters gives us. Just like any other things, while you practice, you always need somebody, a mentor, to tell you whether you're doing good or you're doing bad. So, always in Toastmasters, as well as you practice it, check with your own mentors or your colleagues or people who are closely associated with what you're doing. Check with them how you're doing, take their feedback, and practice it better. I am one of the key examples of how I learned quite a lot from Toastmasters when it comes to leadership. I practiced many things. I did things that I thought would work. I realized it wouldn't, but I never got disappointed. I always took those as learnings when I came out of the club and started leading organizations outside the Toastmasters environment. Because of that practice, I was always a couple of steps ahead when I began and when I moved on with my leadership journey. So, practice is what makes you, as a Toastmaster, to become better when you come out. And leadership is something that has to be practiced. The second thing about leadership that I would like to talk about is the fact that leadership is a self um, reflecting journey. In fact, one of the ways in which one can find themselves is by taking up the leadership journey. Often, my mother used to say that you are just a kid, wait for responsibility to come to you, then you will start understanding the the importance of being accountable, being good, being unselfish, taking the prerogative, understanding things. So she indirectly meant that if only when I was given responsibility, that I would start becoming mature as a human being. Now, leadership is also of the same breadth. When responsibility is given to us as a leader, you start acting differently. In fact, you will start finding yourself. Sometimes you will find, oh God, I have so much of anger in me. Oh, I think I am not able to convince people. That's not there in me. Probably I need to improve that. oh, I can't get along with certain mentalities, certain ways of thinking. How can i how can i get along with it? You would start finding yourself when you become a leader, when you take up leadership opportunities. So finding yourself is one of the key things about being a leader, one of the benefits of being a leader. And the last thing that I want to talk about and I want to tell you is that one of the myths is if you take up the leadership journey, your communication journey would be a hit. But I can tell you that if you take up the leadership journey, your communication is going to be much better. Because when you're interacting with people, you would be knowing more about them, how they think, how they would perceive an idea, and so on and so forth. So when you become a leader, you would be able to understand your audience better. And I can speak a lots and lots of it, loads and loads of information about that. So when you become one of the ways to become an effective communicator, a great speaker, is to be involved and invested in your own leadership journey. So that's my take about leadership. Always remember that you have to practice it. Toastmasters gives you an opportunity to do it. Take up leadership so that you can find yourself in that journey, and you will always be a much better and effective communicator if you are a leader. With that, I wish you all a very, very happy uh, 7th anniversary, and I would always be glad and watching BVRIT Hyderabad Toastmasters and its members grow over the years. Wish you once again a fantastic anniversary today, and may you all grow, and seeing you, may we all grow. Thank you.